Good morning. Today our theme is around the breath, our gaze where we're looking, and the nervous system, and how all of these, and visualization, our mind, how all of these things work together to make us more balanced, calm, and a better rider. So our nervous system, we talked a little bit about that the first week. So we have the sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system, which are branches of the autonomic nervous system. And the sympathetic nervous system is like the fight, flight, or freeze response. And then the parasympathetic branch is the rest and digest, the relaxation response. So obviously when we're riding, we want to have a good sense of relaxation, but we want to have enough get up and go that we're engaged and working with the horse. So having a balance between sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system response. We don't want to be in full fight or flight mode, obviously, but we need enough kind of gas pedal on to be energized and ready to go. So finding that balance, and we can find that balance often through the breath is one way. So there's something called heart rate variability, which is directly related to the nervous system and to our responses in the body. And what heart rate variability is when we're relaxed, when we're in a completely chilled out state, we're relaxed. When we breathe in, our heartbeat goes a little bit faster. When we breathe out, our heart goes a little bit more slowly. And we can use that actually to kind of put a little more gas pedal or a little more brakes on, depending on what we need. So I'm just getting my video back up here. So heart rate variability, either a little more kind of gas pedal on the inhale, a little more peace or chill on the exhale. And when we're stressed out, that heart rate variability doesn't exist. So you know what happens when you're stressed out is your heart just goes boom, 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 boom. It doesn't matter when you're breathing in, when you're breathing out, it doesn't vary because we're in this kind of heightened state. So when we're in that calm state, when our heart rate is in sync with our breathing, then the horse is going to feel that. And to feel that sense of settling and that everything is in sync. And of course, the same thing happens with the horse, right? When they hit their fight or flight mode, they're going to, panic and hopefully not do anything too crazy. But if we can keep our calm, if we can regulate our own nervous systems, and often that just means refocusing on the breath, then we can affect a change in the horse's nervous system as well. So, and also visualization, when we visualize where we want to go, when we visualize what we want to do, we have a much more likelihood of having a positive outcome. So if you're sitting on the horse and you're looking at a jump and you're in your mind going, I'm going to fall off this horse as I go over that jump, and you're staring down at the ground, there's a good chance that that will happen. But if you, before you get ready to go, you have the sense of, I can do this, I've got this, you imagine yourself doing that jump exactly as you hope to, then you have a much better chance of actually making that move. So our minds have such a direct influence on our performance. So there's been studies that have been done that show that visualizing a skill is as effective as practicing that skill in some certain situations. So for instance, if you're taught a skill and then you go and do that skill over and over and over again, there's not sometimes any difference between actually doing it and visualizing yourself doing it. So when we visualize those positive outcomes for ourselves, visualize ourselves doing those things, we're actually creating a pathway in our brain that believes that that's true. And when we believe that it's true, it's much more likely to happen. In yoga, we also use the breath to create a sense of rhythm. So when we're stressed out, our movements become jerky. And when we're in a state of ease or flow, our movements are flowing with our breath, and our breath is flowing, and everything feels more easeful in our bodies. So today we're going to practice a lot of work with the breath, moving with the breath. We'll move, get some fluidity in the joints so that everything kind of moves as one piece, so that you know, when one piece is moving and jerking and everything else isn't fluidly attached, we're going to feel that as choppy movement, or the horse is going to feel that as choppy movement. So I'm trying to create a sense of rhythm and flow in our bodies with our breath, positive visualization, where we're looking and managing our nervous system through our breath. So lots of work to do today.